Welcome back. You're listening to Midlife Crisis, the number one millennial podcast with
Just the right amount of overthinking.
where two lifelong friends take on pop culture, sports, and the undefeated Father Time. Today, we're going to discuss things going on in pop culture, including Masters Championship Week, Masters Tournament, golf, baby, NCAA recap, Artemis 2, we're going to space, Jessica, parenting trend, and tickets for the Olympics being expensive as fuck, amongst other things, TV, film, music, and video games. And then Jeff's gonna, give us his what hurts this week and so much more. Anything to add, Jeff?
Yes, sir. No, it's episode 49. Let's get it. All right. We are back. First off, how you feeling? What's new this week? What's going on with you?
I'm good. Work's been busy. To put it simply, there's just always a lot going on. But yeah, just had a good Easter, scattered the eggs. Little Cairo went out and picked them up, got some candy, all the good stuff, got some good family time. Watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which I'll talk about a little bit later.
Okay.
And what else? I mean, that's pretty much it. I do have something that happened that's attached to my what hurts this week, but I'll save that for that segment.
All right. Well, it is, in my opinion, one of the best weeks of the entire year. You know what that reason is. I know what that reason is. But for those that do not know, it is the Masters week. Begins on Thursday with round one. Practice round and the champions dinner is tonight, which is Tuesday. So the opening question for you, Adrian, is let's just suppose you're actually good at golf, which you're not. And you won the Masters last year. You are this year's Rory McIlroy. What would be your Masters champions dinner? You need 3 courses. You need an opening appetizer, a main dish, and a dessert. What are you feeding the rest of the field?
Okay, my appetizer is going to be a little weird because I don't know that this is the average person's favorite appetizer, but it is one of mine. It's Brussels sprouts. Usually when I go to restaurants, if they have some fire ass Brussels sprouts, that's what I go for. So my appetizer would be Brussels sprouts.
I like it.
First course, dang, what would I do? Probably like a really good salad. Maybe like a tuna, like some spicy tuna, like fire ass salad. I don't know what else.
Okay.
In there, but it's a solid salad, Main course would have to go with something Mexican food related. What would we do? Probably just like some good old carne asada, baby.
Classic.
And then dessert. What do I like for dessert? I'm not really big into dessert anymore. Like ever since I was a kid, so that's a hard one.
Choose something healthy, like
choose something healthy. Cheesecake.
So I'm probably going. Yeah, I'm trying to get a leg up on my competition at any and all costs. So I'm probably going to choose a variety of mayonnaise-based foods. As the foodie that I am, but I'm going to make them spicy. I'm going to try and kind of kill the stomachs of every competitor that I have starting Tuesday night. For my opener, maybe like a bougie nacho appetizer. But again, we're talking all the spices, all the Cholula, all the other hot sauces that I can think of. For the other maybe appetizer, main course, maybe like a potato salad dish. You know me, I love potato salad. For a meat, for a protein, maybe I'm thinking like some filet mignon, definitely medium rare. And then some dessert, maybe some pound cake with some strawberries. I don't know. Me and my dessert, not a big fan either. So
I like how you have maybe some cheesecake written on there. And when it was my turn to do dessert, you're like, something healthy.
Well, you took the cheesecake. Anyway,
for someone who doesn't, sorry to cut you off, but I was saying someone who doesn't watch golf, what is the Masters Champions dinner? Like, what's the significance?
It's just like a tradition. It's a tradition that happens every year where the previous year's winner gets to decide what the dinner is and what the appetizer is, first course, main course, and dessert. And a lot of times it's cultural or just like based on like them growing up, something that they liked either in their childhood, or it can be because like there's a lot of players that are from overseas, whether it's like UK or Japan. So sometimes it's like related to where they're from. It's just like a fun tradition that they do, and it's like only past champions.
Right.
Dinner.
So, it's not the whole field. You're right. It's only past champions. That makes sense. So I was watching what Rory or why
so
Rory chose.
Giving laxatives to all these past champions and not even play.
I guess what I said doesn't make sense.
There's some mayonnaise-based foods. Throw a little laxative in there, brother.
I said what I said.
Good luck.
There's lots of past champions that are still in the field. Rory chose this year peach and ricotta flatbread, bacon-wrapped dates for his first course, yellowfin tuna, carpaccio. He had a choice of Wagyu, filet mignon, or seared salmon. And then for dessert, he did sticky toffee pudding. And they asked him why he didn't choose more Irish-based foods, like you said. And then his response was, he said that I want to enjoy the food too, or something like that. Kind of, shitting on Irish food, like as a jab,
playfully,
as a joke.
Yeah, playfully,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, besides the Masters dinner, we'll be talking about that a little bit later on in the episode. What else is going on this week, Big Dog, that you want to talk about?
All right. Let's start with Jessica, which,
all right.
This is not a Frozen reference, Frozen 2. I'm actually glad that you added it on the list because it's been all over my feed this past week. So it's a parenting trend that people are... Before, it was throwing slices of cheese on kids' faces, if we remember that. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Those videos? Yeah. And like these poor babies would be all like shocked, like just cold cheese slice on their face to get them to be quiet. Yeah. But yeah, basically parents are in the middle of their kid throwing a tantrum. They pretend like they're calling someone in their house, and this imaginary person's name is Jessica. And yeah, it's just become a trend. Everyone thinks, or the kid like gets caught off guard and like immediately stops crying. So,
right. Who is this Jessica person?
I'm actually surprised that this, like you added this. Like, have you been getting served this on your algorithm?
Yeah,
too?
no, I just saw it and I wanted to bring it up because I don't know how did the Jessica name get chosen as this scary unknown intruder or person in this house that's going to come and lay the smackdown on these kids that freak out.
Hold on. This
figurative smackdown.
This is not the type of content that I've been getting. What's this whole smackdown thing?
Well, because the parents are shouting like, Jessica! And almost as in they're coming in to discipline the kid. That's what it sounds like. And the kids are getting freaked out for this Jessica person. No, the kids immediately stop crying or doing whatever they're doing wrong. And they freak out and they look around for this unknown Jessica, ghost or goblin or person that's going to come in and, do something. And all the parents are recording how their kids are just, stopping their tantrum and looking around. So I wanted to ask, obviously you've never done this to your son, but does this confuse the kids? Is this good parenting? Does it not really matter? Is it just fun for what it is? I think it's kind of weird, to be honest.
I think it's weird too. I'm more curious how it started. My guess is that it probably started on TikTok. Someone was either like just literally just random name. Like, let's just pretend to call, like it started with like pretending to call someone from the other room and the name that they assigned just so happened to be Jessica, or there literally was a Jessica that lived at the house. I don't know. And then people just made a trend out of it. I don't know how most things happen on the internet, to be honest, but I don't know. It's just kind of dumb.
Do you think the kids are going to have a fear of anyone named Jessica now?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a drop in new baby names being Jessica
just because of that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's funny, dude. People the internet has caused so many unique experiences that would not have happened before. This wouldn't have been a thing.
Right. And it'll be popular for a couple of days and we'll just laugh and forget about it in a week.
It is funny though to see like the reaction of these little kids. But anyway.
The Artemis 2. Am I saying that right? The Artemis 2?
I mean, it sounds right to me.
That's what I've been calling it. The Artemis 2 is set to return.
Who cares? We're in space, brother.
Yeah. It's set to return.
What you want.
Friday, April 10th. I think they've been up there. They will have been up there for a total of 10 days. So I wanted to talk about this quote from one of the astronauts on the Artemis 2 named Victor Glover. Have you been following the launch and what they've been doing or no?
Vaguely, like super vague knowledge, or I should say like just like, oh my God, the corporate terms, high level awareness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of,
so I'm not a big science
on.
guy. Exactly. But I've been trying to follow at least where they are. So I know that they got to the moon and they kind of orbited around and now they're on their way back, at least from my knowledge. But the quote from Victor Glover, he said this in an interview that was live, with some people down here. And he said, I can really see the Earth as one thing now. You have this amazing place. We're on this spaceship far from you, speaking with you, but you're also on this spaceship called Earth. That was created to give us a place to live in the universe, in the cosmos. Maybe the distance that we are from you makes you think that what we are doing is special, but we are the same distance from you, and you are special. And all this emptiness, this is a whole bunch of nothing in this place we call the universe. We have this oasis where we get to exist together. So I kind of paraphrased a little bit what he said, but it kind of just made me think of if they're out there, and obviously he's thinking a million things a day, just trying to get home and do the job the right way. But it's got to be surreal looking down at every other single living thing on planet Earth and just thinking about kind of the context of what that situation is. Context right there. Yeah. I said it the first this time.
Here you go. Take a shot. I thought it was really cool when I saw the clip and I heard, this quote. Obviously, I don't know that either of us will ever go to space.
Probably not.
But I think it's really cool to have. It's such a like honest, emotional, like monologue, reaction, commentary on putting things into perspective. I think a lot of times, like just in life, like just being so busy, like the things that you think matter and things going on in the world, whether it's like politics or life or, struggles that you're going through at work or anything that's like distracting from putting things into perspective. It's cool to have, whether it's this moment or other things that happen through the lens of other people in their lives, to act as a reminder that it doesn't actually matter as much as you think it does, and we're all human. So, I mean, that's what I got from it. And I think that's really cool and beautiful. Would you go to space?
Yeah.
If you actually could?
That's the question that I put on there as well. If I was given the opportunity when I was older to go for maybe 10 days to a month, I would do it for sure. But we're talking maybe like 65 plus, maybe when I'm retired. I don't think that I would go any other time. Would you?
No. I would be. I imagine that it must be scary as fuck being up there. Just like, because anything goes wrong, you're fucked, So it's amazing. It's incredible, obviously, but no, I'm good to live my life down here on Earth. And
so, okay, maybe,
set me up. Do you remember? We talked about this in the past. We were like, this should be a business idea.
We did. And I think I changed what I said previously. I think I said, shoot me up and let me die in space. But the more I thought about it, I was like, I want to be with my family. I don't want to be in space just shitting bricks like I probably would, especially if we're unprepared and unqualified to be up there. We're not trying to pull a Katy Perry and pretend that we're qualified to be up there when we're not astronauts. Save it for the pros.
Yeah.
So, but cool for them.
Incredible.
I'm excited to see what they're finding out. Do you think we'll eventually get to not all the planets, because that's not possible, but just in our lifetime, will we see, people on like Pluto?
No, I don't think so. That's it. That's the whole statement.
All right. In other news,
hold on.
On the space topic, when you asked, do you want to go to space? Like, didn't Oprah and Jeff Bezos and company go to space? And like
Katy Perry?
Right. I would think I would want to do that as opposed to like actually break whatever atmosphere and go all the way to outer space. I don't think I'd want to do that. But just going to the edge of space, I think would be really cool to see the Earth from that perspective.
Like the whole what was that Red Bull stunt that they did?
That was wild.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Jeff? No?
No.
There was like a marketing stunt where someone literally did a jump. Like
He's
like a skydiving, but from space.
Literally.
It was like a whole marketing stunt that Red Bull did.
That was bad.
This was huge. No? You don't remember this? Anyway.
I don't.
It was really dope. So yeah, that I would probably still be too chicken to do that too.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it, by all means, I'm good down here in my dirt. All right, let's move on.
All right. The other item / place catching strays all week, the past 10 days probably, has been the city of Memphis. And LeBron was on Bob Does Sports, the YouTube golf channel, and they asked him about, I think, just places that he did not enjoy playing in the league. And he said, along with other NBA superstars, that the number one place they do not like playing is Memphis against the Memphis Grizzlies. He said that they should move to Nashville. And then this caused a whole bunch of other pushback from people in Memphis. And then some people tried to twist his words and say oh, do you not like black people? Did you see this?
No. Give you more context. Do you know what his comments were specifically? What was he saying that was negative? I could look it up too.
Why did he say? Yeah, so go ahead and look it up. But he pretty much said that the amenities and hotels that they stay at in Memphis are not up to par compared to where they stay at other venues or other places when they're on the road. And that essentially the market in Memphis is not what it needs to be to support an NBA team. And that moving to Nashville, Tennessee would be best for the entire franchise. So obviously people in Memphis were like, screw you, LeBron. What the hell do you know? You're from Cleveland. And I even saw this video of these two little kids from Memphis saying yeah, LeBron's an unk, get him out of here. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So I looked up a video of where they actually stay at, the NBA franchises when they go to Memphis, and it's really close to the stadium or the NBA, whatever it's called, the what's it called, the arena. So it's a typical nice, maybe 3 to 4 star hotel, $220 a night is what the video said. It's nice to someone like me and you, but maybe to the NBA professionals, it's not what they expect.
This is the Ritz.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to ask you what you think, but also our producer of the day. Have you been to Memphis? And also, why is Memphis getting all this hate?
Okay, real quick before we all answer, I looked it up. I'm gonna just throw in some more context and info here. So He said there's 2 cities I do not like playing in: Milwaukee and Memphis. About Memphis specifically, he said being in Memphis on a random Thursday, we're all like, you guys have to move, go over to Nashville. Basically, the complaint being that there's nothing to do. And what struck the nerve was the move the team comment saying Memphis should relocate. Fans took it as disrespect towards the city and the franchise. And he framed it basically saying there's nothing to do in the city. People are just generally annoyed. People being the team are generally annoyed to be there, especially for random weekday games. Memphis just catching strays.
Yeah, I don't know how people took those words and tried to twist them.
I've never been to Memphis. So,
Isaiah,
producer,
have you been?
Have you been to Memphis? Give us some insight if you have.
I have been to Memphis. And it is a boring... Oh, all right. Let me not get in trouble real quick. But I went to Memphis once just during a hurricane evacuation when I lived in New Orleans. And when I got there, we were actually staying at my friend's house, whose parents, they were one was an engineer, the other was a dentist or orthodontist. So they had a $3 million house right on the river. And it was beautiful. The house and the river was beautiful. I remember it just being boring.
Really. the being in the city itself.
Yeah. Well, so being in the city, just walking around, I'm there's nothing to do. I'm surrounded by, I'm in this beautiful area, but I feel I'm absolutely.
Is it a lack of, is it just mostly small businesses, small little hole in the wall restaurants, and that's it? Is it what's missing? What's the, in comparison to us, right? We're in Southern California. What's missing?
So maybe a tourist area, I would say. when I went, maybe and actually I don't really remember because I'm an 18-year-old. So
yeah, it's been a minute.
Right. And just, I had no vehicle or anything. So I was walking around the neighborhood I was in, and it was close to a downtown. It seemed like a downtownish area, but there was no like liveliness. There wasn't a strip. It wasn't like, okay, we can all go here and there's like a bar here, a restaurant, shopping. It felt like everything was spread out. There wasn't just one strip.
Did it feel like, you know in the movies where there's like that one small little town where there's like just this little street where there's random little shops and things, but it's not really like a hot spot. It's just kind of like here. I don't even know how else to put it towards. It's like dead, I guess. Like just is it like that? I'm trying to picture it.
Honestly, it was raining too, so there wasn't even people outside.
Okay, so that even just added insult to injury.
But it sounds like LeBron was correct in what you were saying. Keep going.
One bright side of Memphis, something that does still like I think about all the time. They have these honey gold chicken wings, and there's this place called Ching's. I'm telling you, that sauce is like some of the best sauce you've ever had in your life. I know people haven't probably had it yet or even heard of it yet, but Ching's honey gold chicken wings, best thing I ever had.
Okay.
When it comes to chicken wings.
There we go, LeBron. You just need to go to Ching's, brother.
Yeah, come on, Bron. You're just going to the wrong spot.
On a Thursday? I know where we're going. We're going to Ching's.
Hating ass unk. Golly. All right.
That's funny.
Did you get your tickets to the Olympics, LA 2028? They went on sale for the first time to whoever was lucky enough to be, I guess, invited to the opening drop. I was not invited to the first round of ticket sales. So what'd you get? What'd you buy?
Yeah. So I'm the window that I have to buy tickets is actually still live. I have until I think midnight tonight, actually.
Oh, you better get on it.
No, I don't think I'm gonna buy tickets though. And it's actually not so the conversation around buying tickets online is that people are saying that it's expensive, that there's hidden fees everywhere. It is expensive. I don't know that there's hidden fees. You kind of get what you see up front on, the ticket value or like the number that you see before you even go to check out or anything. But the majority of events that you would want to see are already taken up. And like the vast majority of options that you have are like preliminary, qualifying events, games, things like that. The main event that I might be interested in doing or attending is men's or women's preliminary soccer.
Okay.
And they're playing out of an arena in San Diego. But to be honest, I don't know. Like I am excited for the Olympics, but I kind of like expected a different experience. Like having the option to buy tickets. I don't know why I at least thought, hey, maybe I'll get in for the javelin throw or something. I think you can too, by the way, but I don't know if I want to spend $600, $700 to go sit and watch people throw javelins from far away, So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at headspace wise.
Right.
So I didn't buy any tickets, but we happen to have someone here that did buy some tickets.
Yeah.
Do you want
our producer
put some commentary on here? He does. Hold on.
Okay, so I did get some tickets. Here's what's the frustrating part about it. I got some basketball men's quarterfinals tickets for I don't know who.
Because it doesn't tell you.
It does not tell you.
It just says like group B, C, D, whatever.
Exactly. So that could be anyone, and I would be frustrated if I'm not seeing USA, of course.
Yeah.
And there were some actually hidden service fees that I didn't necessarily see before. I got 2 tickets, and the total fees for that were $67. And I think a lot of people were giving flack for that. So I totally understand where people are coming from. So I spent about like $356.
And that was for 2 tickets.
On 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Random.
And this is the quarterfinal. And like you said, you don't know who's going to be there. You do have a date and time, obviously. But you could be seeing, 2 random countries that just happen to make a good run. Now, if you don't see the USA, are you still going to go?
It depends who's playing. I may sell the tickets, but I even hear that it's going to be like through a fixed service. So we probably can't really sell them for much. Not that I was planning on flipping the tickets, but it'd be nice to make a profit if you had the ability.
Right. I'll give you that option.
I think that's a pretty good deal for 2 tickets. Obviously, like we want to see our team more than anything. But just to get basketball tickets to, Summer Olympics, I think is huge. We also got tickets to go see men's flag football. I think a very, very early stage. And those were about $35 each. Same thing. We don't know who we're going to see yet. But I think, at least for me, even if I'm seeing two random countries playing flag football at the Olympics, I got to go. I got to go to at least something.
Oh, you bought them?
Isaiah, our producer, bought them, and he said that I could come.
I see. Yeah. Oh, I was about to extend the offer. I was about to be like, if you want, you could take advantage of my top slot.
Nah, I already got some.
Yeah, okay, my bad. All right, moving on. No more Olympics. I'm excited, though, to check it out.
Yeah, it's 2 years away, and hopefully that excitement just builds over the couple of years. So, All right, TV, movies, film, video games, music. You want me to start?
Yep. Project Hail.
So we talked about it now a few weeks in a row, but I finally saw Project Hail Mary with Victoria, my wife. I enjoyed it a lot. I think I had pretty high expectations going in just because our boots on the ground, Isaac DeCesare, said it was the best film he's seen in the past 10 years. It wasn't my favorite film of all time by any means, but it was probably 8 out of 10 for me. It was definitely more comedy than I thought it was going to be. Written by that same author that wrote The Martian. So very similar vibes in terms of someone is in space and they are stuck and they need some help. But in this one, the key is the relationship between the lead, in this case, played by Ryan Gosling. And can I spoil it for you a little bit?
That's fine. So
it's the relationship between him and this alien that he meets. And the alien's name is Rocky. It's literally a rock.
Oh, dude, this is in the trailer. You're not ruining it. It's in the trailer.
I didn't know this going in because I didn't watch the trailer.
Okay.
But the whole movie, it's based on their relationship and the friendship that they make. And I had no idea that's what it really was going in. And it works really well. It had me crying by the last, Yeah, no, seriously. The last 30 minutes, I was tearing up a little bit. Definitely worked for me. So would I see it again? Probably not. But I enjoyed it.
Gotcha. Dang. Okay. All right. 2 for 2 recommendations.
Yeah.
If you would have recommended it, I would have been like, maybe. But
you don't trust my movie reviews exactly.
Okay. Sounds like I actually got to check this out though. Dope. So I talked about it on the last episode. This isn't something that's like a new show, obviously, but I did finally get through watching Peaky Blinders. And all I want to do is be a gangster in the 1930s and drink whiskey. That's it. That's it. That's the whole thing. I'm done.
Did you watch
I'm done with my... I'm done. I'm not going to add anything else to the podcast now.
All right. I don't even need to ask any questions.
I will say, though, in a way, it's good timing for me because the new movie, whatever, whatever happens after the series came out. So that's like the next thing to watch. So if anything, hey, good for me. I got through it at the perfect time and I didn't have to wait this whole time. So that'll be next, but great show. I don't know that it's like one of my top favorite shows of all time, but it is solid. And I'm glad that I took the time to watch it to understand the hype.
Okay.
But yeah,
what'd you think of the new Super Mario Galaxy movie?
Let me tell you about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. When did I watch it? So I watched it this past weekend. It was Easter. And, we had Cairo do the egg hunt and everything. After that, let's go get a little movie going. So we went to watch the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I don't know if you've seen the first one. First one's great. Love Mario. Grew up playing all the games. So I was excited for this. It was not good. It was not a good movie.
That's what I heard, dude. That's what I heard.
It was not a good movie. It was kind of boring. Visually, it was awesome. The characters, it definitely checks off the box of oh, dope. These are all the characters that I love, from my childhood, nostalgia, whatever. Right. But just what you would expect from a movie, just storyline wise, and it was just kind of random. It was all over the place. Yeah. And I don't know. I think my takeaway was that I just feel like this happens so many times where there's studios or it's let's make another movie. The first one did so well. And they're just trying to stick to timelines and there's no development on the actual story, or there is, but for time's sake or for budget, they'll cut corners and then the movie falls flat, and it's just not as good. Like the first one, I thought was really good. It was like
No, I heard it was
better than I
great.
expected. The first one was great. Yeah, this one, it didn't feel like a story. Like there was no. It felt forced, really.
Right.
But I mean,
now let me ask: it's still going to make a lot of money. People, I'm sure, brought their kids from all over to go see it. But I heard the same. I heard that this one did not even hold a candle to the first one. So I guarantee you, they make a third. Do you think it's going to do as well as this one?
No. Maybe. I don't know. See, that's
Mario.
The thing, though, is it's just because it's like such a well-known video game character, and it's just so popular. Like it's transcended past just video game culture. It's pop culture. Like everyone knows the character Mario, So
was Star Fox in this one?
Yes. Yeah.
Was that cool?
Kind of. They do provide like a reason on why he's in the universe,
right?
But it's so fast and quick. Like it's like, okay, it's addressed, but it's also like it doesn't feel natural.
Okay.
It feels like, hey, let's start adding all these characters so we can build up for a Super Smash Brothers movie. It feels like that,
Mm.
And so I'm like, okay. It was cool. He's voiced by Glenn Powell. Is that?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that his name? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's funny character, like funny personality. Star Fox. But yeah, I don't know. I'd probably watch it again just for. It's like one of those movies that you throw on in the background for your kid. Like it's just cool. The visuals are great, but on a story plot level, it's just there's no consistent through line that you can follow, and it fell flat for me. But
right when you think about it, it's not anything worthwhile. I never thought about them making an NCU, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
Whoa, brother!
Interesting.
We coined it here first.
All right. My dad and I went to, in terms of music now, we went to a concert on Friday night. The band called Porchlight, who we talked about last year. They kind of came up on my Spotify randomly. We both became really big fans. So I saw these tickets
they
out in Santa Ana.
Right? They commented on one of our posts that we did about
on one of our posts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're really building a lot of momentum. I saw that they're going to play the festival in Chicago. Is that Lollapalooza?
Yep, sounds right. Yep.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a different one, but they're getting big.
Okay.
And they're, they went and did a whole tour in Europe and then went to the West Coast and just finished. This was the last show on their tour out in Santa Ana. And they were great. They played all their music. They don't have too many songs. They only have a couple EPs out right now, but they have new music coming out. So they played the new stuff for us. It was only like 200 people in the room. Very small show. Where you played at the Observatory, Santa Ana, I didn't know that there's a second room, like a second stage. So they were playing, Porchlight was playing in this smaller stage while there was an EDM dance concert going on at the same time on the main stage. But dude, it was great. They had an opener. Her name was Camille Blackman, who I had never heard of before. And she played for about an hour and she kicked ass as well. Like so much to the point where I had to look her up and we played her music all the way on the way home. But yeah, just great stuff. And it's fun to just go to concerts with my dad because he appreciates music, probably even more so than I do. And even though Porchlight is, kind of a younger band, most people there were probably in their 20s. And he's, my dad's 60. So he knew he was, the oldest one in the room, but he was rocking out, having fun. And just a great time overall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's cool about their music too is like, even though they're a young band and probably their demo is young, but their demo is just young because they're young. It's like the music itself is not like the content of the music is not like, young topics. It's just general. It's good music. Like it's, I don't even know how to put it in words, but you know what I'm talking about.
Right. I think anybody of any age would appreciate and say like, oh, like this is good music.
Easy listening.
They may not. Exactly. I put it on for my students a lot of the time and they even ask me, who is this band? And I tell them, it's Porchlight. So
that side room is a dope little pockets. It's more of an intimate music listening experience for a show.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we were, probably, maybe 15 yards away from them as they were performing. So
yeah, you could tell you.
Did you see the? Big football fan over here. The Kanye LA shows happened in LA. They're LA shows. So I wanted to ask you what you thought of the stage, what you thought of the set list. And then also, I saw today that he is not allowed to go to Europe or Britain for this big festival to perform at that. So what do you think?
Yeah, which I think is Wireless Fest. So
Wireless.
Right. So the show, I have a friend that went. I was supposed to get tickets to, and I had the opportunity to buy tickets. I should have done it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I haven't had FOMO for a show in a while. And initially I was like, with all the Kanye stuff, like, for context, here we go. Kanye is like my all-time, like, top artist, creative, anything. Like, I genuinely think on a creative level, he's a genius. Do I agree with some of the behavior on the more, individual level, like how you choose to carry yourself and the things that you say about groups and things? No, I don't. Love his old music, and I mean, even like the new album's good too. But anyway, I got major FOMO. I got a lot of FOMO. I didn't think I was going to get FOMO, and I got FOMO. Stage design was incredible.
Yeah, that was
probably the dopest fucking stage I've ever seen in my life. I mean, and he's obviously known for this. Every single, he's literally on a globe, and the lasers and everything is just like this. It's like an art piece. It's crazy. People weren't allowed in with cameras, but I mean, like actual, like legit cameras, right? Obviously, people had their phones, but some of the photography that people took off phones, like people that are like good with amazing photography, like probably the most iconic, incredible stage set that I've ever seen. Even this is probably his top, like out of any, and he always has like incredible stage setups. Seems like his second show was a lot more
refined,
and hyped and dope. Sounds like he didn't really rant either or go on like tangents or things like that. It was literally just playing bangers, which is dope.
Yeah, played more songs, had more artists.
For that. Yeah. What else?
Which I kind of feel bad for people that went to the first one.
Oh, and like didn't get the same experience. Yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
is what it is. Yeah, so I got FOMO for sure. But we'll see. Like, my guess is, I mean, obviously he's gonna continue doing shows. I think he had done like the Mexico show before, right? And then like this LA was like the first time performing back in the States. Like, I'm actually surprised that it even happened. But curious to see if he comes back, performs again in LA, like, or if like, what's the next show? What is there another city that's going to let him play? Because I mean, clearly overseas they're saying no.
All right, another hip hop news. I'm excited for this album. We touched on it maybe a few weeks ago. The Isaiah Rashad album's coming out. The new one's coming out on May 1st. There is a title, I believe, but I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I'll be keeping my radar open for that. What do you mean, fake fan? It came out today.
I don't remember the title. That was probably a title, but whatever. I was paying attention.
I forgot to write it down. Come on now.
I forgot. I just said popcorn.
And then we have one video game note, and it was just a funny video that we saw. I guess there are Pokemon Go tournaments, and so I thought Pokemon Go was just you're swiping up, throwing Pokeballs at random ass Pokemon that aren't actually there. But these two players were competing, and it was the final, and this guy wins. He knows that he's going to win. And he takes off his headphones and he kind of stands up and he's not disrespectful in any way. He's just excited.
Celebratory gesture.
And he goes and shakes his competitor's hand and then he gets disqualified. I read he got disqualified for taking his headphones off too early. Like he was trying to show up the other guy. But it just made me laugh. It made me realize that refs are always bad.
Like in golf, like walking in your putt.
Yeah. It's just like, refs are going to make stupid calls in basketball. They're going to make dumb calls in esports. Refs just can't make all
They're not
right
growing the
calls
game, dude. They're not growing the Pokemon Go game.
They're limiting the exposure.
Okay, so I know someone's listening. They're like, "What the fuck are we talking about Pokemon Go?" So before we started recording the podcast, I was looking at this clip. I encourage everyone that's listening, please go look it up. Look up Pokemon Go unsportsmanlike conduct disqualification. It's actually like hilarious. And reading the comments, like the top comment is the unsportsmanlike conduct in the room with us. And then we were joking like, hey, this is pretty intense, man. It's a lot of finger tapping training we got,
Yeah.
But I will say, okay, like all jokes aside, I'm actually not trying to like talk shit on people's hobbies and things, like to each their own. It is actually very impressive and incredible that like these events get a lot of people. Like Pokemon is huge. So
yeah,
even outside of the trading card stuff. But yeah, just funny like that this is even a thing. Just give the man his championship trophy.
Right. He won fair and square. He didn't cheat.
Is this America?
Right.
Is this America? Is this America?
I believe it is.
Speaking of sports
and championships, baby. I've been talking about it all men's basketball season. And I bet you really didn't give a crap or believe me when I was talking about this and how good this Michigan team was. They won the championship. They routed Arizona in the first Final Four game. And then against UConn in the championship, played well enough. It was by no means a great game from Michigan, but they survived. And they are your 2026 college basketball NCAA men's champions.
You're not
at least
saying
for
that
me,
excited enough for me.
Okay,
as a Michigan fan, I don't feel it.
Okay,
I need a little more oomph.
Part of that also is because I was so goddamn stressed yesterday. It was hard for me to even like get excited and cheer on as they were winning because I was freaking out and stressing out the whole time. I was texting you just shitting bricks the whole time.
I had my phone on DND.
Yeah, I was totally sober. And I was sweating and like they were up the whole game pretty much, but it got down to single digits, for the last 10 minutes. Quick story. I think they were up 6 and Roddy Gale Jr., one of the wings on our team, he turns the ball over and it looks like it's going to be easy to fast break points for UConn going the other way. Somehow we get like a block on it, fast break going back Michigan, and Trey McKinney, our best stud freshman, hits a 3 to put us up, I think 9. And I'm in my recliner chair just trying to breathe and make sure that I'm, calm enough. I stand up during this 3, he hits it. I stand up and I jump in the air and almost like come down into a squat, forgetting that my ACL is torn. Oh my God,
dude. Ouch.
And I feel my knee pop again as the ball goes through the net. God. Nylon. And I had like a panic attack. I was like, I wasn't even able to celebrate. I was like, oh my God, did I just mess my knee up more? So then I just sat down the rest of the game and didn't move. It's fine. But it just was funny. Yeah. Did you watch, right?
So I turned on and I got distracted. So I didn't finish watching the game. I'm not a good podcast host here, keeping up with the information that we need to talk about. But I lived vicariously through your text messages and excitement. I obviously knew that they won, but I was just curious to hear.
Can you explain to the people listening what my text messages were and what was coming through your phone?
Oh my God! Fucking bullshit! Let's see. Essentially, it's just close. Oh, LOL. It's not over. Oh, refs need to be fired. Stop jumping up. Awful. We're gonna lose. Oh, God. It's just a lot of that text though. It's not even like I'm hearing in the same room. These are texts
some are all
through,
caps
nonstop.
And Adrian's not replying, and I continue to go on and on. I do think the best team won, both in the tournament and over the entire year. It's a cool story for the point guard, Elliot Cadeau, who transferred from North Carolina. But last year for the Tar Heels, What?
So I'm just reading some of the messages back right now. I can't read some of these.
Oh, yeah, maybe not on
Roddy
air.
fucking Gale. No. Late ass whistle. What the fuck is that? Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, parentheses, 777, parentheses.
Yeah, I think my fingers were missing what I was trying to actually type. But Elliot Cadeau, the point guard, he was kind of cast off and everybody thought he sucked after last year on North Carolina. So he comes to Michigan and has a great year, lights it up. He was the Final Four most outstanding player. So that was pretty cool. Last year, he was shooting so poorly that every team or most teams were kind of daring him to shoot. And he was breaking his threes. I think he shot less than 15% from three last year. This year, he was shooting around 38%. So just put in a lot of work. Our coach, Dusty May, has been with the program for 2 years and just totally turned it around. Our old coach was Jawan Howard and just wasn't great. Kind of the entire program was kind of a laughingstock for a few years. Our best player in this tournament run, Yaxel Lindenborg, was hurt. He hurt his ankle and his knee. And he didn't play well at all by any means these past 2 games, but they almost played better without him. And then for UConn, just a great program still. They're fun to watch. Dan Hurley is hilarious. We've talked about him. And even I would agree that some people think the refs maybe called too many fouls on UConn and Michigan shot way more free throws. But then people asked him, some media asked Dan Hurley about the officials. And he was like, you know what? It is what it is. Like, you know, they did shoot more free throws than us, but the game was not on the refs. So I appreciated that as well. He seems like a good guy.
Like instead of blaming it on it. Yep.
Right. He didn't blame the refs for the loss by any means. He said Michigan is physical and they are a little bit bigger. So yeah, just a great time and a great win. So Michigan has won a natty in football in the past 5 years, and now they are your basketball champions. So did you watch any of the women's Final Four?
I did not.
UCLA won that one. They smacked South Carolina in the final. Like, not even a good game by any means. So UCLA women's just kicked some serious ass. I wanted to ask you though about the UConn and South Carolina women's game. Did you see the end of that?
I did not. I didn't watch anything, dude. Okay, let me like be very clear. I'm not proud to say this. The only game that I watched is the final. I only watched like 5 minutes. I just haven't been interested in sports.
Okay.
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to say it out loud, but I have not been interested in sports in a while.
It's okay. So I just want to briefly touch on this because I think it was hilarious and quite meaningful. UConn women have been on a tear for the past 20 plus years, right? Gino Auriemma is, if you're talking women's basketball coaches, up there with Pat Summitt and like the all-time greats. So Dawn Staley from South Carolina, they put it on UConn in the Final Four in the first game. And Gino Auriemma, he got upset with Dawn Staley for whatever reason, not shaking hands before the game. And he says some remark to Dawn Staley, the other coach from South Carolina, in the final like handshake line after the game. And they exchange words. And Dawn Staley, she is caught on camera saying, "I will beat Gino's ass. I will beat his ass." And honestly, I believe her because she means business. And I think she would whoop his ass if it came down to it. So,
she's also the best dressed coach in college.
She is. She's got some style, some swag to her.
Yeah.
And then Gino apologized. Dawn Staley said, "Let's move on. Not a big deal." But it did kind of capture
some media attention.
Some waves. Yes, exactly. So now that basketball is done, I'm turning more into the NBA because the playoffs are beginning. But we also have Masters Week beginning right now, big dog. We'll have a draft on who we're going to take in a little bit.
All right.
But I just wanted to share this quote from Jason Sobel. This is not mine. He says, "What makes the Masters so special? It's 1 week every year. It's the only place that you'll ever go to where everybody is exactly where they want to be." When you think about Disneyland, right? Or any other quote unquote special place, there are some parents there that don't want to be there. There are some kids crying that probably don't want to be there. But if you're at Augusta during the Masters with your phone put away, you're not even allowed to have it out. you are just in an experience with everyone else there where you are right where your feet are and you're just loving it. So I've never been. I'm sure, I'll keep trying in the raffle, every year. But I'm just excited. I'm excited to watch. I'll be teaching, obviously, Thursday, Friday. So I don't think I'll have it on in class. But this week, every year, I think is special.
This is just a testament to great brand building and protecting the brand because, I mean, they only allow 3 sponsors. They don't have a merch shop online. If you want to buy any merchandise related to the Masters, you have to physically be there. They keep their pricing on food very cheap,
reasonable.
From a traditional, there's a traditional rationale there. It's like a historical, this is how much we charge way back when, and we're going to continue to do so for the experience. It's almost like capturing it's like a time machine. It's like a moment in time. It's a window into the culture of golf. And I feel like it's like the most protected brand in sports, probably. I can't think of any other brand that is this protected. What I'm trying to say is it is such a highly curated moment, event, brand in sports, and that's what makes it so special.
Let's go into your hot take real fast.
More of an observation. What can I say about this? I actually had a whole rant that I was thinking up this morning for the pod. And now I don't even know if I want to say it. But essentially, I was just going to give commentary on dating, the dating experience. Me being single.
Yeah, you're in that life right
now. Because he's also a single man, and I know when we're not recording the pod, we have our conversations on the side on things that we've gone through and swipe it away on these dating apps and everything. But I just I do wish that I had someone else that to bounce back and forth off right now, and see what their experience has been like.
We need a female perspective as well.
We do need a female perspective, but just sharing my experience, it is just crazy and so hard to date. Everything just feels so transactional. And what I mean by that is not oh, I'm running into women that are gold diggers or things like that. That's not what I mean. It just feels so... Okay, if I take a step back, I almost feel like the pandemic, it's a mix of the pandemic, life being more expensive. Also, for me specifically, factoring in the fact that I'm a dad and I have my kid and on top of being in the middle of your career and your mental capacity and the bandwidth that you have to give certain things attention, people, conversations, all these things obviously affects it. But I do feel the expectation of whether it's men or women, what you're going to get and the steps to take to get to know somebody and what you're going to get out of a relationship has changed. It just feels so just not authentic, not genuine, not I actually want to get to know a person. It's almost assuming everything's going to fail before it even begins. And also, to be fair, it's not I've been going on a lot of dates, but the ones that I have been on recently, it just feels so dead, just no life, no interest in actually getting to know. It's the best way I could put it. It's you walk into the date almost expecting it to go nowhere, which makes it go nowhere.
Mm-hmm. The lack of hope and
yeah, it's gross. It's gross. Also, in general, I think that dating apps are not the way to go. I think IRL interactions and walking over to someone or trying to have some sort of in-person moment is obviously a lot better. Okay, going back to the whole transaction, I think I know what I was trying to say. It's so interesting going on these dating profiles. You're going through people's profiles and they'll immediately call out must make X amount of money, must and it's you don't even know a good person yet. It's just I was going to pay for dinner anyway. I don't do 50-50. And it's cool. I wasn't expecting you to. But the fact that you took the time to write this on your profile is kind of gross. So, I don't know. You get what I mean?
Yeah, it just seems toxic traits, both men and women, that if I were you or if I was, a man in the dating scene, I would almost like to know that right away so I don't go on this date with you and then find it out later. So maybe it's good that they're putting it on. Right.
If anything, it's a good thing. It's like, oh, okay, I know exactly what type of person you are.
Give me your what feels good and what hurts this week, big dog.
All right. What hurts this week? So, posted about this on my Instagram story, my personal page yesterday. It's a beautiful day. The weather's amazing. It's not quite super hot yet in Southern California, So I work from home, getting my work done. It's about noontime. And, I'm like, you know what? It's a great day. I got to take advantage of the sunlight. It sounds good. I'm going to go on a run.
Uh-huh.
I haven't been on a run since I came back from New York. I should go on a run. You know what goes great with running? Music. I should go find my AirPods. Where are those AirPods at? I'm looking at, opening my drawers and everything, checking my backpack. Can't find them. And I'm like, oh, no big deal. Maybe I left them in the room. Like, there's like all these little spots where I'll usually leave my AirPods or other items in my apartment. Can't find them. I'm like, all right, no big deal. Maybe they're my brother's, like in my car or whatever. Let me throw on the Find My iPhone app. Pop it open. It's motherfucking AirPods, bro. Are in Paris, California. Which, for those that don't know, not Paris, France. I wish they would have. I would have rather had them be in Paris, France. I would not than Paris, California.
Okay, so how did they get there?
Serial killers.
Well, how did they get to Paris, California?
Okay, so here's my theory. I think when I came back from New York and I landed in Ontario, at Ontario Airport, I must have like had them loosely like sitting in my pocket on my my person, or maybe I left them on the plane pocket, and I don't know. But these headphones are in Paris, and I could, in theory, drive over to this person's address and pick them up. I think that would be a good idea, because I don't know what I'm getting into in Paris, California. But
I think
the times that I have been in Paris, I don't get good vibes from Paris.
Couldn't you also call the cops and say, hey, I have these AirPods at this address. Can you come with me to go get them back? I've seen videos of people doing that.
People do that?
Yeah. Usually it's women. I don't know if that makes a difference. But like if they need to go get their stuff back and they're fearing for their safety.
True, right? I guess I could, but at this point I'm assuming that a stranger picked up my AirPods that probably had a little bit of earwax left in them from the time that I was using them and just put them in their crusty ears, and I don't really want them anymore, if I'm being honest. So that's my what hurts this week. But I'll tell you what feels good, brother. We got some new AirPods. So we're back. It's one day later from realizing, and we got some new ones. So we're fine. We're good. But I will say it was painful to go on the run with no music. So that's my story for this week. How about you?
That's so funny. So now you're just like, well, I hope those people in Paris get some use out of them.
I'm not going to, because you can remove the devices off of your Find My iPhone app.
Yeah.
I'm not going to remove it. I just want I'm going to keep track. I'm going to keep track of these people now. I know where you're at all times.
Interesting. Maybe one day you'll be close to them and you'll be like, oh, I should just go say hello. Like, hey, those used to be my AirPods. How are they working for you?
Are you enjoying them? How are they doing? What are you listening to? You listen to Porch Light? You listen to that new Kanye?
Camille Blackman?
Put me on.
That is funny. Well, I'm glad you got new ones at least. And you're right. It is hard to go on walks and runs without music now. That's how just like accustomed we are now to always having our
first world problems.
Right. For me, it's not even a what hurts or what feels, bad. It's just going back to work. I think after any type of, over 1 week break from teaching is always a little tough, and I get stressed out. I've talked to you about that before.
Yeah.
So I really have trouble sleeping and trying to figure out, lesson planning before going back, after this spring break. So I was a little stressed, but then I went back, yesterday and today and had 2 great days with the students. It does kind of, I get tired pretty quickly after, just chilling for 2 weeks and then having to, teach and do the same lesson 5 times in a row. And even today, man, when I was trying to read this passage, we read this essay called An Indian Father's Plea where he wrote this letter to his 5-year-old son's teacher saying, "Hey, teacher, stop being a dumbass and mistreating my child." And we're analyzing the ethos, logos, pathos in his argument, in his rhetoric, essentially. And I wanted to read the entire letter or essay to each of the classes. So after you do that 5 times, you're tired because you're trying to put some emotion and energy into it. I could have played the audio.
You're faking it like people on these dating apps.
I could have played the audio, but we all would have fallen asleep if I had just played the audio, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It's rough. So I said, no, I got to read it. And I got to put some emotion into it. And so today I got home and I just knocked out. I was so damn tired. What feels good, though, is this maybe is like adulting to me and to everybody else, but I finally got life insurance. So that's kind of cool. I wasn't sure if I wanted or needed it, but my financial planner guy that I'm working with, he was like, hey, you may consider this. It's probably a good investment for you. And I just took a little bit less of my 403B, which was my extended retirement plan or my separate retirement plan, and put a little bit of that money monthly into some life insurance. So if I die for whatever reason, Tori would be safe. So
yeah, good planning. I could be wrong here, but I think they have new like financial vehicles for life insurance that serve as like saving accounts too. So it's not
I think
just
that's kind of what this is.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I should know exactly what it is. And we met online, probably 4 times over the past month about it. And he kind of showed me what it was and what it means and how it is an investment. It's not just you throwing money away each month in the off chance that you do die.
Safe. Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it made sense. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So
cool. Good.
All right.
Good.
Our last
planning
segment of the day, we have to have our Masters draft. This is our second time doing this. Last year, I won. I beat Adrian and won. I think we did $20 last year, so we're running it back again.
Did you pick Rory? Oh no! It was the entire sum, or it was an average, right? It was the sum of, or like the difference,
right? So we're gonna have 5 players each, right? Exactly, and we're gonna go. I think we should just go lowest score wins. Is that agreed upon? And
like if a single player or all together?
No, all together.
Okay, yep.
Unless you want to go single player, but I think this would work. But also, I think, how did we figure out if our player doesn't make the cut for a Saturday, Sunday? What is their score for Saturday, Sunday going to be?
I don't know, like a +4.
Okay, maybe as long as we agree upon that,
we did +5, right?
Fine. Okay, I'll give you first pick.
We'll figure it out. Okay, all right, let's pick. Oh, you can give me first pick.
I'm going to give you first pick because there's no real favorite this year. The odds are up, and I'm looking at them, but everyone's kind of got a chance. I did some research today on our golf specialist for the pod, and he gave me some tips on who to choose.
Really? Wow.
Mm-hmm. I got the insider trading information.
Interesting. There's some plotting going on. I need to get some consultants. All right. Let's see. Who's my pick? I think I'm gonna go with Bryson. I know that might sound crazy.
Wow. First pick. Bryson DeChambeau. I heard a story today, and of him practicing. Somebody was there at Augusta watching him practice, and he hit 2 balls into the water straight, and then
he's getting it out of his system. You got to hit some bad shots to hit some good ones.
All I'm saying is that sounds like a great first pick for you, based on what I heard today. I'm going to take Scotty. I think I have to. If you're not going to take him, he is the favorite. He just had his newborn child the other day, so he's probably stressed and figuring that out, but he's there. He's ready to rock. So I'll take Scotty Scheffler.
I mean, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. It could be some fuel for the fire to win, or it could throw him off his game.
Yep.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna throw. I'll pick Rory. Coming back.
I like it. Back-to-back champion. Okay, Rory, I like it. I'm going to go John Rahm. He's been playing great lately, and I feel like for some reason the live guys are going to do really well this Masters. So I'm going to pick old Johnny boy.
Okay. All right. So I got Rory. I got Bryson. And for my third, I'm going to go Xander. I like Xander. I'm going to go Xander Schauffele.
Been playing well. And the SDSU kid, Xander. I'm going to go, because I just like this guy, and I've watched a lot of him the past couple of years. Didn't really know too much about him before that. I'm going to go Justin Rose. He is, I feel like it's going to be a new guy that's in contention that, hasn't won before, hasn't really been close before, and maybe he has been close, but I'm going to go Justin Rose to make a run.
All right. That was going to be my next pick.
Okay.
In that case, damn. You know what's making it hard is I haven't been keeping up, so I don't know how these players have been doing recently. Right. Damn, you already got John wrong. Okay, I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna go with Siwoo Kim.
Nice. All right. Siwoo. He's fun to root for. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
My fourth pick, I'll take Robert McIntyre. He's been playing pretty well lately, and he just seems like a cool dude as well. Fun to root for. I've watched him the past couple of weekends. Robert McIntyre is my fourth pick. So you got one more.
Ludwig Oberg.
Dude, I like him a lot, but he's been struggling, I feel like.
You need to be down before you're up, brother. Okay?
That's true.
Oberg.
All right. Run. My last pick, he won the Texas Valero Championship this past weekend, and he was the U.S. Open winner last year as well. I'm going to take JJ Spawn.
Okay. All right. You just had to throw that in there? You just had to just mention that they're just great and winning?
I just had to mention that I've watched them win literally 3 days ago. I watched him literally on my TV screen become a champion. So yes, I'm going to pick him. So. All right, so you have Bryson DeChambeau, Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Siwoo Kim, and Ludwig Oberg. And I have Scotty Scheffler, John Rahm, Justin Rose, Robert McIntyre, and the Texas Valero champion from that last weekend, JJ Spawn.
All right.
All right. Masters Week is here, baby. Let's get a good episode.
I can just hear you enjoyed. In my head. I can see
I can
the
flowers
as well. In my mind. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand, but whatever.
One day we'll be there as well.
I know. I'm like trying to imagine touching him.
Do the jingle right now.
I can't. It's just so like.
No, that's not it at all.
That's not it. That's not it.
I can hear it though.
I can hear it too, but I just can't do it out loud. All right, good episode. Let's have a great week. And yeah.
All right.
Let's have a good week.
Episode 49 in the books. Bye.
Bye.